Hello there. This is Maritza Collins with What's Cooking. I'm super excited that you joined us for another segment of the fall cooking series. Today we have two special guests and we're really excited to welcome Luiska and Alex. Hi, tell us what's cooking, Luiska and Alex.
Hey, Mari, how are you? I'm Luiska, this is Alex. Bienvenidos. We're actually going to be cooking shrimp tacos today.
Awesome.
And
so today I'll be your chef. Luiska's going to be my sous chef today. And I just want to let you know that I was inspired by this shrimp taco truck that I found when I was working in North Hollywood. Is Baja Style Shrimp taco. Now they use fried shrimp, but today we're gonna do grilled shrimp, and they top it off with a spicy sauce. And today I'm gonna make for you a mango salsa, mango habanero salsa, and we're gonna top it off with some crema mexicana to kind of cool down the heat. So we're gonna start with the mango habanero sauce. Basically, we're just gonna use a mango. We're gonna use a shallot, which is like a mild red onion. If you've seen it at the store, this is what it looks like right here. Yeah. We're gonna use habanero chili. Usually they grow green, they turn red. Sometimes they grow orange and they turn yellow. So whatever you find at your store, you can use it. They're all hot. And a little bit of garlic. So we're gonna start off.
Habanero is also Scott bonnet pepper, very used in the Caribbean. Super hot.
Yeah.
That's actually the pepper that we use in Panama to spice it up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true. And you know, in Panama, one of the things we do with the habanero, where we take in, I guess, our own life in our hands. We put it in my house, at least. They put it in when we're making rice and peas. You don't cut it. You put it in the rice and peas. You cook and stir around it. Never bust it. If you ever bust it, you need to throw out that rice because you can't eat it. But if you pull it out, it permeates the rice with this like smoky, delicious taste. So I love habanero. So.
Yeah, when you cut, you have to be careful when you cut the habanero pepper because it's really hot. And if you touch it with your hands, you touch your face, it'll burn.
Also, those seeds on the vein is where it keeps its heat. So you definitely want to kind of steer away from that. Some people use like a fork to hold the pepper and cut it to make sure that they don't mess.
Mm-hmm. Or they use gloves too to kind of keep
gloves
it from
So Alex is already on the way. So I saw you put something in there. What is in the pot now?
We put the garlic, shallot, and habanero to saute for a little bit, kind of blend the flavors. With a little bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper, warm it up, saute it there. Then we're gonna add the mango, chopped mango. I use one full mango, peeled it and diced it in about half-inch cubes.
Smelling good already.
And then we're gonna add about a quarter cup of orange juice.
It's actually fresh squeezed orange juice.
Oh,
This is actually from Alex's parents' neighbor's house, right?
So organic, freshly squeezed. Very nice.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna let that saute and marry. The flavors gonna all marry. Once we get them, all the flavors together, we're gonna blend it in a processor. So you can basically just leave it simmering for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then we're gonna go ahead and blend it. Then meanwhile, we can start on grilling the shrimp. So when it comes to shrimp, fellas, ladies, doesn't matter what the ladies say, the size does matter, especially if you're grilling. Because if you're grilling outside, you don't want them falling inside your grill. So you want a little bit bigger. Plus, you want a nice bite size when you're making tacos. But today we're gonna be grilling indoors because outside this morning it kind of rained. So we're gonna stay indoors today.
All right, sounds good.
And the marinade, I have some garlic, I have some lime juice, a little bit of cilantro, paprika, and melted butter. So you got fat,
butter,
a bit of acid, and the savory in the garlic with salt and pepper.
I'm learning a lot already, Alex. The orange juice and the salsa and the butter and the shrimp. I like that.
Yeah. So we're just gonna.
How long did you marinate it for?
about 30 minutes.
Okay.
So beforehand, I marinated for about 30 minutes. And then I learned with the shrimp, if you're grilling, you want to go hot and fast. But if you're cooking it in a sauce, you want it to absorb the sauce or a marinade, you want to go low and slow. And you just got to be careful. As soon as they turn pink, they're done because you don't want to overdo them, overcook them. So we're just waiting for our pan.
And you don't want to add too much lemon or lime either, right? Because otherwise it will cook and make it like ceviche.
Right.
So you don't want to do that either.
Yeah.
It's just the perfect amount.
So we're going to try one here. Yeah.
Can you hear that sizzling?
I can. At these moments is when I'm mad that people that are cooking on the other side live so far because everything looks so good.
So I don't know. Can you see how the salsa mix is already looking? I'll bring it a little closer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, it's really smoky. We can see it through the camera, so that's cool. How much shrimp do you have there, Alex? Like a couple pounds?
I bought a pound of shrimp.
A pound?
So it's about 20, I think it was 60 to 20 count. So you get about roughly 20 shrimp per pound.
All right.
So we're going to go a little bit lower because we have a marinade. We want to soak up the marinade in the shrimp. And just as soon as they start turning pink, you want to go ahead and flip them.
All right.
Yes.
And we're going to make today for you, you can serve them with tortillas. Or if you want to be a little bit more carb conscious, you can do lettuce wrap tacos. And we're going to have both options for you today.
Yes. So the type of lettuce that you want to use, if you're going to be using it, I mean, we'll show you later, but if you're going to use the healthy option, you want to use romaine lettuce. That's actually the one that holds the taco the best. And since we're going to be adding salsa, you definitely want to be sure that it holds together before you start eating. So
that's pretty robust lettuce, so it can take the liquid in it.
Yes. So what I'm going to start doing while he does that is I'm going to start pressing on some masa. So instead of buying the already made tortillas from the store, we bought the masa so that we could press and warm our own tortillas. So while he does that, I'll be back here pressing.
Wow, we're getting the full meal here. The tortilla, the salsa, everything. I love it. Well, you know, tacos is an interesting dish, and I love it because it can either be simple or as sophisticated as you want. You know, you can make it vegetarian if you put potatoes or other vegetable, or you can make it with the fanciest meat or seafood. So Alex and Luiska, what are some of your favorite tacos? I know you said you were inspired to make these from a food truck or that you visited, but like, do you have any other standout taco moments?
Well, you know what? I love al pastor tacos. Every time I go to a new taco place, I have to try it. And there's maybe like 2 or 3 that I just love and I keep going back to. But I'll go to any street taco stand or restaurant and just order an al pastor taco, and just to see how you know their style, their seasoning. So these shrimps right here are already pink. I just flipped them. But yeah, I love all kinds of tacos. You know, carnitas is another one.
Yes.
You know, carnitas it is always a go-to. And also the asada. They have different ways of preparing the asada, different types of meats, different types of cuts, like you were mentioning. You know, the fillings are endless.
Yeah. For me, lengua. Lengua has been one of my favorites. And recently, tripas.
I've never had that one.
Chitlins?
Chitlins. I've never had chitlin tacos.
But it's crispy. It's not, you know,
fried.
It's fried. So it's like, you know, when you take that first bite, but it's gotta be cooked to perfection. Because if it's not, then it doesn't taste as good, at least for me. So he's been like a taco connoisseur, I think. So every time he passes by a taco truck, he's gotta go and get some tacos. So that's how I have been learning myself about tacos and about tacos around my neighborhood. Taco trucks around my neighborhood. So it's a cool thing, But for me, I think it's lengua, tripas, and maybe asada. Asada is, you know, asada is one of the most common ones. So.
Yeah. Well, for me, tacos, I've had a variety of tacos. I feel like I see that the salsa is going to be blended now. He's doing something in the background.
Yes.
Yeah, so we simmered it long enough for it to marry the flavors. And we're just going to throw it in a food processor and blend it all together so it gets nice and smooth.
So it's going to get a little loud while he does that. So sorry about that.
No, that's part of the process. So everything's fair. So, all right.
Does he have to be really smooth for you? Yeah. So I was asking because sometimes you have salsas that have a little bit of chunkiness in them.
Yeah.
So I was asking him if he's gonna have to have like really smooth or if he's gonna leave a little chunky parts in it. And he said, no, I want it to be smooth. So that's what he's doing. So he's gonna taste it to see if it needs anything, maybe salt, pepper, habanero.
It's very sweet and spicy. But you know what? Actually, this is a good thing I tasted it because I forgot one little detail. To counter the sweetness, you can also use apple cider vinegar or white wine vinegar to give it a little bit more acidic. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add a little bit of apple cider vinegar.
All right. Important to taste because it's happened a lot of times that people go and they're ready to serve and they don't taste. And then they're like, oh, forgot one of the main ingredients or something that takes it to another level, and you kind of, once people start eating it, you can't take it back and be like, give me that.
That's for sure. So you mix it.
So I just added about a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Very strong.
You said very strong. It's like you can taste the mango.
Like
okay.
All right. So
I thought you meant like spicy.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Is it good?
Nice balance.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yes.
We're gonna set that aside in the container and let it cool up in the fridge for another 10-15 minutes.
All right. So while you do that, I was kind of reminiscing about my taco moments, and one of the things I remember, two times I had taco that were very memorable. One of them was I was in Mexico City for business, and one of our business associate, which is now a long time friend. I've known them for many years. I actually went to his wedding and everything else after that, but he invited me to join his local friends to they were going to have tacos, and they were having tacos de alambre en la esquina, like street corner tacos, and the sauces. That was the first time I had al pastor, and they had a sauce that was with tamarindo, which was really, really good. And then the second taco moment that stands out for me was last year that I went to a function and they had a vegetarian/vegan caterer, and they did a jackfruit taco and a mushroom and black mole taco, and it was amazing. So I love that. People feel like if you don't eat meat or you don't want to eat meat, you don't have to, and you can still have tacos. People put potato, put whatever in it, and it adds its own flavor. And it was really good. It was really good. And I'm glad that you're showing a lighter option now in case somebody doesn't want to have the tortilla, they can have it in the lettuce. So excited to see what's coming. So what's there in the plate?
So right here, we rolled out the masa and the little balls, and then we had Luiska press them in the tortilla press. We're just gonna.
So this is what it looks like when you go to the store to buy it. It's gonna be packaged in, one of this little. I think it's like a little bit over almost 3 pounds in here. So this is a lot. This will go a long way.
Oops.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, so I already messed this one up. We're gonna make it over again. Kind of got stuck on the plate. It's like playing with Play-Doh.
Yes, it is.
I got 1 out of 2, so I'm batting 500.
So I don't know if
There
you
you
see
go.
what I'm doing here. Can you see me pressing on this? We actually have a tortilla press.
Oh, okay.
So I actually got one of these a few years ago. We were doing, I think it was a taco event here at my house. So yeah, so you just press it and then you bring this down and there you have
Nice.
it. So
There you
it's
go.
just perfect.
Like they say, semi-homemade. Like you bought the masa, but
Yeah.
you press it at home, so it's
Yeah,
fresh.
and
You know, that's the good thing.
And you want to use plastic or some sort of, I guess, something that would not get it to stick onto the presser.
Wax paper.
Wax paper.
It's funny you were describing your experience with tacos. It reminded me. There's a series on Netflix called Taco Chronicles.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend any taco fan to check it out. It gives you a lot of insights of as far as the origin and just the different styles of tacos, the different fillings, like you were mentioning. And I know that Luiska did some research as far as taco, the origins and the way we consume here in the United States. And
yes, so I found this interesting fact. So you would think, Mexico obviously is the country where tacos are consumed the most. And you would have thought that the US was the second largest. Comes to find out we're not.
We're not?
No, it's Norway.
Norway?
Yes, Norway, different continent.
Wow.
And they actually have what they call Taco Fridays. So just like we have Taco Tuesdays here, they have Taco Fridays there. So they're the second largest population to consume tacos. So look it up I thought it was a very interesting.
Very, very interesting. It's funny, good food transcends borders and you see good food anywhere you go. Now you mentioned Norway. I was in Morocco a few years ago and I literally saw a Mexican restaurant and they had taco in the sign. I didn't get a chance to get out to try it, but that's literally another continent, a whole world away, and tacos were there. So like the good food, you go anywhere you can find it. So Norway, huh?
Norway. Wow. Well, what's interesting? I'm from Panama, so I travel to Panama a lot, and I noticed that in the last maybe not last. I think I started to see like Mexican restaurants being more popular. Maybe in the last 15 to 18 years.
Yeah.
And it's a thing, they have like this big fiestas, celebrations, and tacos is like an event too. My sister makes tacos. That's like a dinner for her, which is unusual. I mean, I didn't grow up with that. So it was kind of fun to see that, transcending over to where you're from, I guess.
Yeah, again, good food wise people. And I think one of the things with taco is easy to make. Like you could put any filling in it. Like you're making the tortillas from scratch, which is amazing and delicious, but somebody could go to the store and just buy it. Mm-hmm. And if you have leftover meat from something, or if you have a cooked down meat, you shred it, you put it in there, you put your toppings. It's easy to make either in the summer because you can barbecue the filling, you can make it in the winter. So I think that's contributed to make it such a popular meal to have.
Yeah, also another idea I had, leftovers. You can make leftover tacos, next day, just warm up the tortilla, throw it on there. And then also the toppings, today we made the mango, but you can make pico de gallo. Actually, we were gonna prepare a little bit of guacamole, right?
It's more of a salsa with
chutney. A chutney.
No? Okay, good. There you go. I'm done pressing it for now. So, no, are we going to be adding onto the tacos too? It's a little bit of a fresh salsa. And so he already chopped the tomatoes, red onions, and cilantro. And right now I'm just gonna add some avocado to it and some lime, and it's just very simple, just to add some color and more flavor to the taco, to the shrimp taco, but it's really not necessary. I mean, just with the salsa and what we're preparing is enough, but we just wanted to add more flavor.
So that
Why
shrimp
not?
taco, yeah, that shrimp taco stand that I told you I visited, I remember they did it fried shrimp with panko bread crust, and they topped it with some cabbage, shredded cabbage, obviously the crema mexicana, and also the hot sauce. And you can't go without a squirt of lemon. And also I was gonna get to, we had prepared what I was gonna get to. Well, you could put basically, like we mentioned, anything on a taco.
Yeah, the diversity of it is what makes them so easy. It's funny because Luiska was saying how tacos they're been around and everybody's using it. You don't have to be Mexican. All countries, everybody eats them. And I remember going to a wedding, and the person getting married was his Polish. And as we were leaving, they had like a taquera outside and handed tacos to people as they left, because they wanted to make sure that people didn't leave intoxicated, or if they've had too much. So before you actually left, they announced it like, hey, before you leave, grab a snack and get some tacos. And people had their tacos and they finished eating, and and after a while we left. But it was interesting. They serve a full meal. People danced for hours. Then they came up with the tacos at the end, and it was great because by then everybody had danced all the food, and these people were big dancers. So we had danced for hours, and everybody was kind of getting hungry, and they ended the night with tacos, which was a great way of ending a great celebration.
Good. Yeah, tacos are just so practical if you think about it. They're just easy to grab, easy to make. So
I'm gonna start constructing my taco on the fresh made tortillas. I'm gonna put down the shrimp. Usually about 3 per taco.
Okay. So you leave the shrimp whole, correct?
Yeah, I bought them peeled and deveined. For this application, it's easier. You don't have to peel them. It's cheaper when you buy them with the shell. But like I said, just for convenience, I bought them already peeled. So I got 4 shrimp left here for our lettuce taco. So what I was getting at about the cat. Oh, now I remember what I was gonna say. Now that we're constructing our tacos here.
It's over here, Papa. The cabbage?
Yeah, we're gonna construct it with red cabbage today. The green cabbage.
Like a slaw, to make it kind of like a little bit of a slaw there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, color is important on the food. When I'm eating, it has to have a lot of color. So I actually prefer red cabbage over green, because it has, to me, like it has more vibrant color. Same thing when I'm making a salsa. I mean, if it would have been me, I would have added some mango to the little salsa that we put here.
Yeah, but we have the mango sauce.
But we have the mango sauce, so there's no need for that.
Well, as they say, we eat with our eyes first, and if something looks appealing, then you want to eat it. You see pictures of food in a magazine, and you're like, wow, that looks so good. You don't even know how it tastes, but because it looks appealing, you feel like it's going to taste good. So I think add the color. Why not?
Yes. Color is definitely important. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead and put some of our...
Okay, so we're going to put...
Did you squeeze some lime in?
Yes, I did.
Perfect.
I'm not sure enough, but the crema is outside, but it's back afuera.
Just grabbing the mango sauce. It cooled off a little bit for us.
Wow, that's looking really, really good, Luiska.
Yes. I feel like the tortillas are not big enough for all this goodness.
Well, half the fun of the taco is like you to try to keep it closed as you eat it is like half the fun.
Okay, so there you go. If you want to. Okay.
So we got our mango sauce here, mango habanero sauce. Just a drizzle, because remember it is hot.
Just a drizzle. I don't do too much spice. I mean, I don't like I want to be able to enjoy the taco. So I noticed that if I put too much hot sauce on it, I don't get to enjoy it. So
well, that's what the crema mexicana is for, so it cools it off.
So it cools it off, it blends it in, and it neutralizes the flavor, the hot flavor. So
I'm with you, Luiska. I like mine like some spice, but not like nose running, sweating. Yeah. Because then you don't get to enjoy it. If you have to drink something to cool off the heat, then you're kind of losing. So
yeah.
But I know some people they're not happy unless they're like nose running, sweating kind of thing.
Yeah.
Fire alarm.
So
that's when you know you're alive.
So we're just gonna squirt some lime. I like a lot of lime on mine, but that's just my preference. And I think we're ready, dudes.
Wow, that was easy looking and fast.
Yeah.
I think we forgot the special ingredient though. Did you get the special ingredient?
What's the special ingredient?
Do you know what the special ingredient is, Maritza?
I don't.
You don't? It's love.
Oh.
Ah, yes. That's the special ingredient. You are right. It really is. So when you make stuff with love, it definitely tastes better.
Yes. For sure. So do you wanna can you
see we wanna see. Let's see. Oh wow, very nice.
And that's the carb conscious, keto friendly.
Very nice.
Yeah, so you wanna just finish it up with grabbing a bite?
Yes.
Okay, so.
All right, like they said, buen provecho.
Thank you.
Gracias, Maritza. We'll save you a piece. I mean, we'll have you over for Taco Tuesday one of these days.
All right, when we can all get back together in one place. So, what's the results?
The tortilla, the handmade tortilla,
gives it that very authentic.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for all of the tips. This was really, it looked amazing. It was easy. I think that easy to make. And I love that you combined the semi-homemade and homemade. And I've learned quite a few tricks today and a lot about tacos. And I love Alex's shirt. So tell us what it says in case you can't read it.
So it says, my head says Jim, but my heart says tacos. And that's so him. That's really him.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a smart move. Jim or tacos? Tacos anytime. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing with us today. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Okay,
and tune in next time to see what's cooking.
Yes, for sure. Bye.